Hello students, in today's class we shall discuss question bank answers of 4th chapter, that is theory of firm under perfect competition. Let us start that. In first main, choose the correct answer. Each question carries 1 mark. In a perfect competition, each firm produces and sells options: heterogeneous products, B. homogeneous products, C. luxury goods, D. necessary goods. So, what is the meaning of perfect competition? It is a market where large number of buyers and sellers buy and sell homogeneous products at a uniform price. So, you will get answer in meaning itself, isn't it? Right answer from the given options is homogeneous products. Option B is the right one. Next, second question. The increase in total revenue for a unit increase in the output is. The increase in total revenue for a unit increase in the output is options: marginal revenue, B. average revenue, C. total revenue, D. fixed revenue. So, in this chapter we have learnt about marginal revenue, average revenue, total revenue. You know the meaning of what is marginal revenue, what is AR and what is TR, isn't it? We did not learn about fixed revenue in this chapter. So, here the increase in total revenue means change in total revenue for a unit increase means change in output. So, that is the meaning of which concept? Marginal revenue. So, the right answer is A, marginal revenue. Next, the firm's profit is denoted by. Some symbols are given here: A sigma, B delta, C null, D pi. So, which symbol is used to represent profit in economics? That is pi. D option is right one, pi. Next, fourth question. When the supply curve is vertical, the elasticity of supply. In supply concept, there is a concept called types or degrees of elasticity of supply. So, elasticity of supply means what? Responsiveness of supply of a commodity to change in its determinants, any one of its determinants. Suppose we are going to explain about price elasticity of supply, then what is this price elasticity of supply? Responsiveness of supply of a commodity to change in its price, to change the price of that commodity, that is called price elasticity of supply. Here also there are 5 degrees of price elasticity of supply, like demand elasticity of demand. So, in this concept also there are 5 degrees or types of elasticity of supply. Which are those types or degrees? Perfectly elastic supply, second one perfectly inelastic supply, more elastic, less elastic, equal elastic. So, let us see what is the answer to this. When the supply curve is vertical, the elasticity of supply is. So, first types of elasticity of supply or price elasticity of supply. Types of price elasticity of supply. So, first one is perfectly elastic supply. Perfectly elastic supply. How can we explain this one with the help of a diagram? So, here the meaning of perfectly elastic supply is nothing but a small change in supply, small change in price leads to infinite change in supply. A small slight change in price of a commodity leads to infinite change in supply. So, how can we draw supply curve? It is always horizontal to OX axis, OXY. Here we represent price, here supply. SS is the supply curve. So, it is always horizontal to OX axis. Next type, second one is perfectly inelastic supply. Perfectly inelastic supply. So, So, what is the meaning of perfectly inelastic supply? Whatever may be the change in price, there is no change in supply. Supply remains constant. Whatever may be the change in price, price increases or price decreases, there is no response from a supply. Supply remains constant, or there is no change means price elasticity of supply here it is 0. ES or price elasticity of supply here it is 0. Here ES is equal to infinite. Here it is 0. How can we explain this one with the help of diagram? Here always we write price. On y axis we always represent price. Whatever may be the change in price, if price is high or if price is what? Supply curve, it is vertical. So, there is no change in supply. ES is equal to 0. ES that is equal to 0. So, here we got the answer to this question. What is that? When the supply curve is vertical, whatever may be the change in price, no change in supply. Elasticity of supply is equal to 0, and answer is here in the given options C, isn't it? ES is equal to 1, no. ES is greater than 1, no. C option is ES is equal to 1. D option is ES is equal to infinite. So, which is the revenue per unit of output of a firm is called as the revenue per unit of output of a firm, that is called as, options are TR, B MR, C AR, D none of the above. So, which is the right answer? The revenue per unit of output of a firm, it is nothing but AR. C is the right answer. Next, second main, fill in the blank. Each question carries 1 mark. In that first one, price taking behavior is the single most distinguishing characteristic of dash market. So, which are the important features of perfect competition? So, I have explained in my class about the features of perfect competition, like first one is large number of buyers and sellers, second one is homogeneous products, third one is free entry and exit, fourth one is perfect information about market condition, and fifth one is price taker. So, price taking behavior, this is the very important feature of a perfect competitive market, where price is determined by two market forces called demand and supply. So, ಹಾಗಿರುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಪೈಪೋಟಿಯ ಮಾರುಕಟ್ಟೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಸೊ, ದ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್. ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ competition. This is the ಅಥವಾ perfect competitive market. This is the right answer. Second one, dash is a tax that the government imposes per unit sale of output. Dash is a tax that the government imposes per unit sale of output. So, where we studied this concept or this statement with regard to determinants of supply curve. So, which are those determinants? Which are the determinants of supply curve? So, in that we have learnt about technological progress, then input prices and unit tax, isn't it? So, here the answer is unit tax. What is unit tax? Unit tax is nothing but tax that the government imposes per unit sale of output. So, the answer is, second question, answer is unit tax. Next, let us see third one. For a price taking firm, marginal revenue is equal to dash. So, for a price taking firm, price taking behavior is the most important feature of perfect competitive market. So, price taking firm here, marginal revenue, that is equal to market price. So, market price in perfect competitive market, market price that is equal to average revenue, that is equal to price line. Market price that is equal to average revenue, or market price or price line that is equal to average revenue, that is equal to marginal revenue. So, here the answer is market price. Market price That is the answer. Next, fourth one, the point of minimum AVC where the SMC curve cuts the AVC curve is called dash. So, the point of minimum AVC, short term production, the SMC curve cuts the AVC curve. So, that point is called as shut down point, below which there is no production, shut down point. The answer to fourth question is shut down point. ಉದ್ಯಮ ಮುಚ್ಚುವ ಹಂತ, shut down point. Next, fifth question, dash cost of some activity is the gain foregone from the second best activity. So, this is the meaning to which concept? Opportunity cost. So, what is the meaning of opportunity cost? The next best alternative, that is foregone. So, answer is opportunity cost. Opportunity is the answer, cost is given there. So, opportunity, I will write cost also, opportunity cost, that is the answer to fifth question. Next, third main, match the following. Here also each question carries 1 mark. I have written items here under A, under B. Under A I have written what is given in your question bank to this chapter. MR, second one pi, third one average revenue is equal to, fourth one normal profit, fifth one perfect competition. Under B items given are A perfect information, B 0 profit, C delta TR upon delta Q, D TR minus TC, E TR upon Q. So, you need to match the items given under A and B. So, to MR, which is the right answer from B items. So, which is the right answer? How to calculate MR? Delta indicates change, delta TR upon delta Q. This is the right answer to first concept, that is MR. To second item, that is pi. So, pi andre profit anta artha. So, yav reeti profit anna calculate maduvanthaddu? TR minus TC. TR minus TC gives us pi. If the value of revenue is more than cost, then definitely firm earns profit, that is denoted by pi. So, pi is equal to TR minus TC. You need to match like this. Next, third one, average revenue. Average revenue is equal to, where it is, what is the formula to calculate average revenue? TR divided by Q. TR upon Q gives us average revenue. Fourth one, normal profit. So, what is the meaning of normal profit? Profit which is just enough to cover minimum cost. So, there is no profit, hence B 0 profit is the right answer to normal profit. Next one is fifth one, perfect competition. In perfect competitive market, buyers and sellers have perfect information about market conditions. That is why answer to fifth item is A, perfect information. So, marginal revenue delta TR upon delta Q, pi TR minus TC, average revenue is equal to TR upon Q, normal profit, that is 0 profit, perfect information, perfect competition, perfect information. Next, fourth main, answer the following questions in a sentence or word. Each question carries 1 mark. First question, define marginal revenue. So, what is the meaning of marginal revenue? Change in total revenue from the sale of one extra unit. Next, second question, to which side does supply curve shift due to technological progress? If there is technological improvement or technological progress, then firms produce more level of output. They also supply more units. If there is more supply, then supply curve shifts towards which side? This is original supply, price is given in the market, price is given in the market, this is changed supply, means more supply, this curve indicates what? Less supply. Q, Q2, Q1. This one is more supply, this one is less supply. If there is technological progress, then firm is able to supply more units of a commodity. Hence, there is more supply. Supply curve shifts towards left side, right side. That is why firm is able to produce more. Hence, firm supplies more units. Supply curve shifts towards right side. This one indicates rightward shift with the more supply. Or here curve shift due to the technological progress. Due to the technological progress, supply curve shifts towards right side or rightward supply. Next, rightward shift. Write the formula to calculate average revenue. So, which is the formula to calculate average revenue? So, average revenue is equal to TR divided by Q. TR divided by Q gives us average revenue. This is the formula, TR divided by Q. This is the formula to calculate average revenue. Many times we have discussed this concept. Next, fourth question. What is normal profit? What is normal profit? If firm earns normal profit, means it is just enough to cover its minimum cost. If firm's profit is just enough to cover minimum cost, then that is called normal profit. Next, fifth one. Give the meaning of supernormal profit. So, what is that supernormal profit? Supernormal profit anta helidre yavattu kuda TR minus TC ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಫರ್ಮಿನ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸೂಪರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯುವಂಥದ್ದು. TR ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ ಅರ್ನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಫರ್ಮ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಅದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಝೀರೋ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಅದನ್ನು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೆಯೋದು. ಸೊ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್? ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಓವರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಬೌವ್ ದ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸೂಪರ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್. Profit over and above the normal profit is called supernormal profit. So, next, fifth main. Answer the following questions in 4 sentences. Each question carries 2 marks. First question. Mention the conditions needed for profit by a firm under perfect competition. So, which are the important conditions needed to maximize profit by a firm under perfect competition? So, we have learnt about 3 important conditions. In that, first one is P is equal to MC. Second one is MC must be non-decreasing. Third one, in short run price should be greater than average variable cost. In long run, to continue production, price should be always greater than average cost. So, first condition is P is equal to MC. Second one, MC andre marginal cost. Marginal cost must be non-decreasing. It must be non-decreasing. And third one, in short run, firm to continue production, price should be greater than average variable cost, whereas in long run, price should be greater than average cost. So, these are the conditions needed for profit by a firm under perfect competition. You will get 2 marks. If you write 3 conditions, then you will get 2 marks. Next, second one, give the meaning of shutdown point. So, what is the shutdown point? It is a point where SMC curve cuts SAVC at its minimum. Point where SMC curve cuts SAVC at its minimum is called shutdown point, below which there is no production. Write the meaning of opportunity cost with an example. So, what is opportunity cost? So, opportunity cost is nothing but next best alternative activity that is foregone or sacrificed. So, you should give meaning with an example to get 2 marks. Next, fourth one, mention the 2 determinants of a firm supply curve. Many times I have told you what are the determinants of firm's supply curve. First one is technological progress. Second one is input prices, third one is unit tax. So, here you need to write only 2 determinants. Next, fifth one, give the meaning of price elasticity of supply and write its formula. So, what is the meaning of price elasticity of supply? Price elasticity of supply is nothing but responsiveness of supply of a commodity to a change in its price. So, how can we write the formula to calculate price elasticity of supply? ES or PES, that is equal to delta Q divided by delta P into P by Q. This is simplified formula, or PES, price elasticity of supply, that is equal to percentage change in quantity supply divided by percentage change in price. That formula also you can give. So, delta indicates change in quantity supplied divided by change in price into P indicates here original price divided by Q shows original quantity supplied. So, if you write the meaning along with the formula, you will get 2 marks. Next one, answer the following questions in 12 sentences. Each question carries 4 marks. First one, write a short note on profit maximization of a firm under the following conditions. P is equal to MC, MC must be non-decreasing. So, you need to explain these 2 conditions with the help of a diagram. Next, second question, explain the determinants of firm supply curve. So, which are the determinants of firm supply curve? So, you need to explain 3 determinants like technological progress, second one input prices, unit tax. Next, third question, explain the features of perfect competition. So, what is perfect competition? What are the features? Perfect competition is nothing but it is a market where large number of buyers and sellers buy and sell homogeneous products at a uniform price. What are the main features? Large number of buyers and sellers in that market, they sell homogeneous identical products, and there is free entry and exit. Firms or sellers and buyers have perfect information about market condition, then price taker. So, these are the important features of a perfect competition. You need to explain all the points to get 4 marks. Next one, write about shutdown point, normal profit and break even point. So, what is shutdown point? I have explained the meaning. What is normal profit? What is break even point? No loss, no profit stage is called break even point. Shutdown point means it is a point at which SMC curve cuts SAVC at its minimum. The normal profit means normal profit and 0 profit. Profit is just enough to cover minimum cost. Next one, 6 marks question. Answer the following questions in 20 sentences. Each question carries 6 marks. Here, while writing answer to 6 marks questions, you need to write the meaning or introduction first. After that, you need to explain all the features or characteristics or anything which is given in question paper. So, let us see the questions. First one, explain the short run supply curve of a firm with the help of a diagram. So, how to explain short run supply curve? Which is short run supply curve? So, short run supply curve, that is a part of marginal cost curve in the short run. It is a part of marginal cost curve. So, while doing class, I have explained this one with the help of a diagram where I have showed bold line, that is nothing but supply curve of a firm in a short run. So, firm sells more output only when price in the market increases. After that stage, firm sells more output if price increases in the market. Otherwise, it does not sell any level of output. Thank you. Second question, explain market supply curve with the help of diagram. So, I have explained this concept with the help of diagram. First, you need to write the meaning of market supply curve. So, our market supply, what is market supply? Total quantity sold in the market by different firms, isn't it? So, for that we get market supply schedule. By using that market supply schedule, we can derive market supply curve. So, next one, third question in this part or 6 marks part, that is explain the total revenue and average revenue of curve of a firm under perfect competition with the help of diagram, or total revenue and average revenue of a firm under perfect competitive market with the help of diagram. So, you need to explain the meaning of total revenue and average revenue. After that, you explain these two concepts with the help of diagram. So, let me show you how to derive total revenue curve. Total revenue curve. So, this is what total revenue curve. It takes, or it is nothing but positively sloped curve. Positively sloped curve. If firm sells one extra units in the market, then total revenue increases. Total revenue increases. Total revenue increases. That is why it takes the shape of positively sloped curve. This is what total revenue curve. Next one is average revenue curve. So, how can we derive average revenue curve? Average revenue means revenue per unit sold in the market. Revenue per unit sold in the market. In perfect competitive market, average revenue, marginal revenue, price line are same. Hence, we assume a curve like this: average revenue. Revenue per unit sold. So, this is what the shape of average revenue curve. So, you need to explain all what I have given. So, next part is 8th main, that is project oriented or assignment oriented question. Here each question carries 5 marks. So, in the annual exam you will have 3 assignment oriented questions and you need to answer 2 questions. 2 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಇರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಆ ಪಾರ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ 2 ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ 10 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಗುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಸೊ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂತಹ ಕ್ವಶನ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ಟೋಟಲ್ ರೆವೆನ್ಯೂ, marginal revenue and average revenue schedules in the following table when market price of each unit of good is rupees 10. So, per unit of good na price ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, that is rupees 10. ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ quantity sold, I have drawn that table here. Quantity sold given, TR given, MR is also given, average revenue is also given. Price column is not given. So, first you read the question, in that you will get market price per unit good is rupees 10. So, you need to write price here under this price column. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಬೇರೆ ಬರಿಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಾಲಮನ್ನು. ಸೊ, ಅದನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಬೆಲೆ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 10, 10, 10, 10 and here also it is 10. Next, we can easily calculate other items which are given in question. So, we need to calculate total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue. So, total revenue column is here. How can we calculate total revenue? TR is equal to price into quantity. TR is equal to price into quantity. P into Q gives us total revenue. So, by using this formula, we can calculate TR here, price here, quantity here. So, here it is 0, then 10 into 1 10, here it is 20, like that 30, 40, 50 and 6 into 10 60. Okay. This is what TR column. If we have TR column, then very easily we can calculate marginal revenue. So, how to calculate marginal revenue? There is a formula, MR is equal to TRQ minus TRQ minus 1. So, where to write Q and Q minus 1? Please note that total revenue Q minus TRQ minus 1. So, by another formula is that delta TR upon delta Q. So, let us calculate marginal revenue by using this formula. Here it is 0 or I put dash here. Next, by using this formula, 10 is TRQ, TRQ minus 1 is 0, TQ minus 1 that is 0, 10 minus 0 is 10, like that 20 minus 10 that is 10, 30 minus 20 10, 40 minus 30 also gives us 10. Here it is 10, here also 10. So, we have calculate marginal revenue. Like that another column, that is average revenue, and it is asked here we need to calculate that. How to calculate average revenue? What is the formula used? Average revenue is equal to TR divided by Q. TR divided by Q. Do not write delta here. If you write delta here, then that is a formula to calculate marginal revenue. If delta is ignored in both the places, then it is a formula to calculate average revenue. Let us calculate that by using this formula. We have TR here and quantity here. No, 0 by 0, 10 by 1, 10, 20 by 2, 10, 30 by 3, 10, 10, here also 10 and 10. So, here we assume 10, 10, 10 values, isn't it? That is why in perfect competitive market, average revenue curve assumes like this, horizontal to OX axis, per unit sold, that is per unit revenue per unit sold, that is average revenue, and per unit commodity or goods price is 10, isn't it? So, average revenue that is equal to price, that is equal to marginal revenue. Revenue earned by selling one extra unit. Here, from here to here, from 1 to 2, one extra sold, one extra unit sold is only 1. That 1 unit's price is 10. Hence, revenue is 10. I hope it is clear to you. So, in this way we can calculate total revenue, marginal revenue and average revenue when price is given. So, here you should write this price column, then other columns are given, you need to calculate all these values by using the formula. Hope all the concepts given in this question bank with regard to 4th chapter, that is theory of firm under perfect competition, are clear to you. Thank you.